Tim Curry spills on co-stars from Tom Cruise to Trump in witty memoir. Tim Curry has played kings and clowns, devils and pirates, a chatty butler, and a high-heeled mad scientist from the planet transsexual. Believe it or not, his life spent off the screen and the stage has been just as interesting. The British actor, well known for gloriously owning scenes in movies as diverse as The Rocky Horror Picture Show and Muppet Treasure Island, chronicles his fabulous career in new memoir, Vagabond, available now from Grand Central Publishing. Curry goes back to his early days moving around England frequently as the son of a Navy chaplain, revisits his assorted roles, and opens up about the 2012 stroke he suffered that left him partially paralyzed. Plus, Curry shares a ton of tales, from a chance meeting with Pablo Picasso in Cannes to the high blood pressure situation that was Clue. Vagabond isn't, as Curry puts it, a juicy Hollywood tell-all, and he refuses to dish out lurid details of my love affairs. What he does, however, is take readers on a journey full of colorful characters and recognizable names with humorous, often cheeky verve. Tim Curry found real confidence, bringing Frankenfurter to life. Curry has recently been a main attraction for events around the 50th anniversary of Rocky Horror. That's of course covered in Vagabond, but Curry, a West Side Story fanboy from a young age, goes back to the original 1973 musical The Rocky Horror Show to detail how he created the mercurial Dr. Frankenfurter. Curry writes he reused a Victorian corset he wore playing a female character in a production of The Maids as part of his Frank costume. Went shopping for the most comfortable black heels he could find that were then turned into platforms, and based Frank's voice on an older woman he overheard on a bus who was doing her very best to sound like the Queen. Stepping into the fan-favorite character's shoes forced Curry to carry a persona of real confidence. As a New Yorker, Tim Curry partied hard with Carly Simon, Andy Warhol. When living in New York in the late 70s and during his short-lived stint trying to be a rock star, Curry writes that he took to cocaine like a duck to water. When working on his music, Curry befriended the likes of Carole King and Cher, and tells of one wild night out at Studio 54 with Carly Simon and James Taylor. Curry enjoyed bowls of coke while Truman Capote was working the DJ booth, and even Andy Warhol joined the party. He had a bit of a thing for me, so that was all right. Although he had snorted most of Peru by the time he left the Big Apple, Curry confesses he never actually enjoyed doing coke and was able to cut the habit relatively easily. Rocky Horror mainstay enjoyed his royal run-ins. Curry writes that his mother was unimpressed, at best, and even embarrassed by his success, but did enjoy his job when she got to meet royalty. While playing the Pirate King during the early 80s in a West End production of The Pirates of Penzance, Curry was supposed to cut an 80th birthday cake on stage for the Queen Mother, but not given a proper knife. She suggested they try his trusty sword. Soon after, Curry met then Prince Charles and Princess Diana doing the play Love for Love. This stately and sweet, Diana recognized him from seeing The Rocky Horror Show. It quite completed my education, she told him, while Charles awkwardly mentioned seeing him on TV. I can't get used to calling him King Charles, Curry writes. I find it terribly strange that he's on the currency. Tim Curry went on a highway to hell with Tom Cruise. Wickedness, it seems, comes naturally to me. Curry writes about his tendency toward on-screen villains, from Pennywise in the TV movie It to the Lord of Darkness in Ridley Scott's 1985 fantasy movie Legend. Curry describes becoming Darkness as a horrifically claustrophobic glimpse of hell that involved pounds of prosthetics applied to his body and hooves that added more than 2 feet of height.